EA Sports. And we'll see the Colts field stretching tight ends. He's putting together one of
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. The Colts at 9-4 now on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 12 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give to Cook out of the gun. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 16. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his pullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Lawrence. Touchdown! A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 61 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, partner, I'm not
not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back to Taylor on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, another run with Taylor. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Sends it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something. And
I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Sam Howell.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Sky Moore, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sky Moore, 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, there he goes, left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Taylor, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to...
Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Justice. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Now Lawrence on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. George Pickens from 6 yards away. And the
Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Bell.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On the give, this is their fullback.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready, set.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
David Bell
from 13 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And David Bell closed things out with a touchdown catch.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Again, it's Taylor. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
on the handoff. Taylor shoves him away. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right?
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got